Welcome back to southern Peru's beautiful Highway 3S. For those of you just joining us, allow me to bring you up to speed. After a week exploring Machu Picchu and the cloud forest of Manu, we were finally reunited with our Africa twin. Departing Cusco, we explored the Sacred Valley before attempting to ride a remote section of the Inca Trail. But this guy wouldn't let us. So instead, we jumped back on Highway 3S on our way to Lima, which finds us here, doing our best to survive the dog-eat-dog world of Peruvian traffic, where right-of-way be damned and the tenets of guerrilla warfare are observed.
Let's go back up, dude.
While might makes right may be the only law that matters, light and nimble rules the day. And motorcycles have free rein to do whatever they need to do to survive. And while we all long for wide open spaces, attempting to wind your way through a maze of anonymous city streets is every bit a part of overland travel. Peru and Bolivia have a reputation in overlanding circles for having the most aggressive drivers in all of South America. But as long as you learn and obey the unwritten rules of the road, Peru is, in Chad's opinion, one of the safest. But you didn't come here for a tutorial, so I'll digress.
A little bit of traffic, huh?
I don't know how you do that.
Oh, God.
Where was I? Departing the end of the road in Pampa, we worked our way north here in Abancay. Having successfully navigated the maze, we were now riding nearly 400 kilometers to Ayacucho before our final push up Highway 3S to the regional capital of Huancayo. From there, we would depart the highway and the map, taking the scenic route to Lima. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch. First, we're going to have to deal with this flat tire.
Yep.
What?
Flat.
Which is a hazard that seems to plague us, no matter which country we're in.
Last thing that I wanted or needed. Today's supposed to be a long day.
Chad was hoping that the tire would hold enough air for us to limp into town and find a gomeria. Alas, it was not to be.
It's not holding any air at all, so I think we got ourselves a catastrophic failure. Man, I've lost count. How many flats is this? Do you remember?
Nope.
This is like number 5, I think.
It's best not to count. So, after genuflecting at the altar of the Peruvian tire gods, he set to the all too familiar task of busting knuckles on the side of the road.
Looks like I found the culprit. A blown patch. Alright, well, luckily I have a new tube.
And less than an hour later, we were back on the highway, doing our best to make up for lost time, as we ascended into the foothills of the Ayacucho region. passing through a number of small roadside towns along the way, whose existence rely almost solely on agriculture, specifically potatoes, wheat, and oyuco, a vegetable similar in appearance to a potato and in taste to a beet, a staple of Andean cuisine throughout South America. And what was turning out to be a glorious day in the mountains, under clear skies and over smoothish tarmac, was about to be derailed once again by the tire gods.
Flat again.
Who were not yet satisfied with Chad's offerings of blood and sweat.
Damn it. Well, what was already a long day has just gotten much, much longer. This is the second flat in the last hour. Damn thing split right on the seam, right on the inside seam. Last one was a patch that gave up, an old patch. This time the seam gave up. This is the first time I've ever gotten two flat tires within an hour of each other. Look at that. That looks like it's getting ready to go as well. Yeah.
So, 2 flats and 2 hours down. And after standing on the side of the road, waiting for water to boil, we were finally back on the road, questioning our life choices, and slowly running out of daylight. So, falling short of our goal for the day, we decided to cut our losses, call it a night, and start fresh in the morning.
Hola, buenas.
Fighting our way through morning rush hour, we started the steep ascent of the Highlands Plateau into the Peruvian Pampa, winding along Highway 3S's beautiful tarmac, along the meandering Apurimac River. Incredibly, this section of highway is as quiet as it is beautiful. And whatever brief flurries of traffic that exist evaporate just outside of city limits.
Hola. Hola. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Número 28, número 28.
Hola. Right. Hey.
Crossing the river over the aptly named Puente Pampas, we were now officially in the Ayacucho region, doing our best to dodge tankers and the occasional boulder on what often reduced to a single-lane highway. This section of 3S has been designated the Camino Prehispanico. Documented by early Spanish explorers, this section of what is now highway, traversing the Altiplano at over 5,250 meters, 14,000 feet above sea level, was once the Inca Royal Road, connecting Cusco and the Sacred Valley to modern-day Ayacucho. And today, just so happens to be the perfect place to meet fellow moto hobos.
Left Hand Brewing Company, you from Colorado?
What?
Left Hand Brewing. I know that brewery, that's in Colorado.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's not mine. I took the bike from another guy from Canada.
Oh, okay. All right. How's it going, man?
Is it okay? You okay?
Yeah, no, everything's good. I just took over for some photos.
All right.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Belgium.
Belgium. Oh, very cool.
And you?
California.
California.
Yeah.
Are you going to the south or going north?
We're going north now. Yeah, we're going north. We got to fly out. We're going to fly back to the United States for about a month, so we got to be in Lima in a few days. We're just taking our time getting there.
From where? From Lima?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So the bike also?
No, the bike's gonna stay here. Then we're gonna come back in about a month.
All right.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a cool bike.
Yes. It's the Dakar, the 650.
Yeah, 650 Dakar.
Yeah, I really like that. How do you like it?
I don't go too much on gravel. I go because I like it.
Yeah.
But I'm not so confident with this one. It's more heavy.
Takes a lot more work.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I understand that. All right, brother. Good meeting you. Ride safe, rubber side down, yeah?
All right.
All right.
See you too.
See you down the road. All right, you ready, Mama?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, brother. Enjoy.
From there?
Yeah, we're going that way.
No, let's go together. Eh?
So after chewing the fat, dodging a bit more traffic,
Bugs.
and playing gaucho, we descended into the city of Ayacucho, our original destination for the evening. But with plenty of daylight to burn, and in an attempt to make up for lost time, we elected to push on to Huanta, an hour up the road.
So 2 blocks on the left.
The next morning, we departed Huanta. After fueling up
Ooh, gas here is purple. Look at that.
for what promised to be the best riding since we crossed the border. Weaving back and forth over Rio Montaro, one of the primary tributaries of the mighty Amazon, we made our way into the Waha Valley. Watching as the buttery smooth tarmac of Highway 3S turned into a dirty, potholed mess before disappearing altogether. Our plan for the day had been to continue up 3S from Huanta to the regional capital of Huancayo. Only problem being, this is 3S, and so is this, and this, with a complete lack of signage, only adding to the confusion. Presumably, whichever section happens to be open at any given moment wins the crown, which, given the nature of the roads and their vulnerability to rock slides, flooding, or massive accidents, is understandable. Interestingly, the 260-kilometer, 160-mile stretch between Ayacucho and Huancayo is a bit of a no man's land. The former accessible from Peru's Highway 1, also known as the Pan American. The latter serviced via the Trans-Andean Railway, the second highest railroad in the world, with a direct connection to the ports in Lima, thus making this remote shelf road skirting the Andean foothills nearly worthless for commerce, as well as a miss for gas stations. So those of us needing to top off are in for a treat. It should go without saying that roads such as these demand a gentle touch and a keen eye in equal measure.
Where was it?
No, not right here. I think you have a little ways. Just be careful.
Okay.
While the social medias are filled with tantalizing moto porn of big boys on big bikes, sliding it around blind corners and finger-blasting wheelies above the abyss. In the real world, that sort of tomfoolery has a very short shelf life, 'cause you just never know what's around the next corner. Savoring what had been our best day of riding in Peru yet, we slowly wound our way back down to the river, stopping only briefly to get our bearings before riding the narrow strip of asphalt into Quichuas, where we stopped to do a bit of shoplifting.
La gasolina, huh?
Sí, gasolina.
Qué bueno. So it's really interesting to note that in these small towns here in the canyon, A, they don't sell alcohol because the roads are so dangerous, and B, a lot of these small shops here actually have gas pumps hidden inside. And if you're just riding by, you would never know it. But this is the second set of gas pumps I've seen concealed behind these shop doors. Really interesting. Pucha, grabando.
Robando. No crean.
Gracias, chao.
Cuídense. Thank you. Con cuidado.
Unlocking the secret of the hidden fuel pumps, strategically scattered throughout the valley, we continued north toward Huancayo. Edging ever closer to the regional capital, we navigated the increasingly frequent and increasingly congested towns dotting the riverbank. Having survived the shelf roads and blind corners of 3S, we had now only to negotiate the maze of unmarked streets, street markets, and the ever-present tuk-tuks of Iscuchaca. And do our best not to get crushed by heavy equipment. Or get arrested.